Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Monday night. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Going up top. That is hard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Scramble rules. Every team has them, and the teams that execute them the best, that's where the big plays come. It's exactly the case here. Great job by the running back sensing his quarterback move from the pocket. Stay in phase, be friendly, throw for the quarterback, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he can do the rest.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Raider first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Here's third down and a few inches. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
This run straight ahead for Etienne. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Elliott's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On third down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So on fourth down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on 3rd and short. So, after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Etienne. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He is in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. The carry here for ETN. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders will open up a 13-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That's to the right side and incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
They're trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate. Like, we sit up here, we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Here's Jake Camarda now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground here again. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Vegas.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it! And he will score! Odunze, touchdown Las Vegas.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one down the field for Freiermuth. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. And he will go all the way. Odunze. Touchdown, Vegas. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders able to add on. It is now 27-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Dell motioning over. On first down, it's Hurts. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
A second down throw for Hurts. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Hurts again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for the year.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. That's complete to Etienne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Third down, 3 to go. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jaden Reed was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one taken in by London. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here comes Etienne running to the left. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Hurts will try it again. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. They convert with a gain of 15. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To the air again. Hurts. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Take him back to the other side of midfield.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Hurts. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And they'll get into the end zone for the first time tonight. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Cheifs. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this game.
Next to score, Rutgers 30, Chiefs 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground, here's Etienne. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, it's Etienne.
The ability to read and then react on this run. That was the key to this play here, Mike, for the linebacker. He's the run-through player, but when you hit it as fast as he does, the offensive linemen have no chance of getting off their combination blocks to account for you. You get through with speed in the backfield, and you take them down for a loss.
3rd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there to Odunze.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
London brought in motion. Back to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Raiders. Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their already sizable lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, it's Hurts. And he finds his tight end Freiermuth. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
He'll tuck it and take off.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return. A big shot at the end of it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. That'll be taken in by Barkley. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
To the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. That one intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down, following a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. The tight end Kincaid in motion. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Back
to the air one more time. And this This is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two. That is caught in the end zone. 2 points for the moment. We do have a flag down. Let's see if this will hold up. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. And they're going to take over possession.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.